Well, at the FAA, there's going to be a lot different because I'm real excited about this. In September, our FAA administrator briefed Congress on the need for FAA to be more effective and efficient because we have a huge mission ahead of us with the next generation air traffic system. And so one of the things he put forth was that we needed to have a shared service organization within the FAA, and that meant it was time to consolidate IT within the FAA. Right now, FAA is totally federated. Everybody kind of does their thing, and that is hard to manage. We spend a lot of time trying to reach consensus, and sometimes, quite frankly, don't get there. There are days that we just really are ready for someone to rule, and so we have the approval, the green light from Congress, from our administrator, from the top down to implement shared services, and we got that in September. So we're off to the races on that. So that means we will have centralized data center management. We're going to consolidate not just data centers, but help desk, all the commodity stuff, all the stuff that you saw a lot of the private sector already do. We are out the gate on that. It's going to be a lot of hard work. One of the things, what this means to the FAA, we spend a lot of emphasis right now just on tactical stuff, operations, stuff is down. Well, as we consolidate and move toward the shared services, we want to implement ITIL, the best practices, some of those models that are out there. Then we want to start figuring out how we focus IT to be more of a business partner to help the business move forward on the strategy side. That's what we want to look like inside the FAA in 5 years, not 10. I do believe, though, and you mentioned this in the earlier panel, I do think, though, we'll get our house cleaned up in the FAA, and so will the other agencies and bureaus. That's going to go up a notch. We're already starting to work with the Department of Transportation, our parent department, on how we can work closer together and stuff. And I do think that it will be a live conversation where what can we do across government. Right. And I think we will be sitting here, I won't, but 10 years from now, talking about, how we're going to be doing some of that at the government level.
Yeah,
I think it's going to be an interesting conversation.
And I know